Phil, that's not a fair statement. I will tell you, Phil's the man in the middle, all right? And during this project, he has been working tirelessly along with his group to incorporate our concerns. And that comment you're making as to who represents the public, it's actually us right here. And it's us. We've been hearing your comments. We've gotten your emails. We've read your emails. We've been passing on that information to Phil. Phil's been the person in the middle. So it's, I just want to put it on record that comment. That it may be your perception, but trust me, it's not the reality.
Thank you, Councilman. Phil?
So if I may just address that, and I'm not sure if Phil should. Phil Abramson is the principal of topology, which is the town's planner. So there's no question as to who Phil Abramson and topology represent. They represent the town of Morristown. He does not advocate on behalf of the developer. Frankly, in my view, that comment is over the line. It's not a fair comment, and it's not true. The reality is this is part of a redevelopment process in an area that was designated, it was indicated, back 15 years or so ago. The town, not just this administration, but prior administration and prior governing bodies have believed that this area in town needs to be redeveloped. It hasn't. And so this administration has worked, and this administration through Phil as the point person, who is interacting with the various stakeholders, those stakeholders being the public, those stakeholders being the governing body, the administration, the property owner, the prospective developer, to get everybody's interests and views to help produce a project that the town of Morristown, will embrace. And that has been a long and challenging process, not only with respect to this project, but also many other projects. And that process from the administration end of things in large part has been led by Phil. So he is not advocating on behalf of the developer. He is advocating on behalf of the town of Morristown. And this plan is not the developer's plan, it's the town of Morristown's plan. But it would make no sense for the town of Morristown to say, we want X, if nobody's ever going to build X. The point of redevelopment is to produce a project that is good for the community and a project that will be built. And if you don't engage with all of the stakeholders, including the developer, then you'll have a wonderful project that no one will ever build. And so, Phil's role, which is challenging, and my own personal experience is that he does it extraordinarily well, is to be the person that interfaces and directs all that traffic ultimately in a way that helps this governing body and administration accomplish its policy objectives in a way that produces a project that's good for the town.
I just want to add something. Before I got on the council, we had a town planner that was employed by the town. And I think there's a huge benefit to have a consulting town planner that is engaging with other towns and working with other towns. I thought a lot about this because I actually thought, would it benefit to have someone just dedicated to our town? And I rethought it and I thought, no. It really helps to have that broader perspective with regional planning because we don't do enough regional planning. So I think that we're lucky to have someone of Phil's caliber work with the town, and I think that it's the fault of the county probably that we don't do enough regional planning because we used to have some groups like Morris Tomorrow and other groups. They don't exist anymore, but their focus was more regional stuff. So I think that Phil's very passionate, and it might sound like he's advocating, but I think that's because he's just so passionate about what he does. So I think that it's clear that there's a lot of split views on this project, but I think we have to look at the bigger picture and the broader picture. I go back to office space. We lost Schenck, Price, Smith & King not, one of Riker's competitors, to a place that has first-class office space. And we lost, another great law firm in town. Because the space that they were occupying wasn't modern enough. I think that what Phil says is extremely knowledgeable and resourceful as far as planning, and, if he's saying that this is the best thing for the town, and, the project puts Morristown on the map for pedestrian walkways and improved promenades and bicycle safety, bicycle and pedestrian access, which we don't have now. I mean, I agree.
Do you want to answer about background growth?
So just to touch